Your brain is supposed to protect you, so why does it ignore every red flag right in front of you? Stick around because number 6 might be happening right now. Like, subscribe, and tell me which one hit hardest in the comments.
Your brain is supposed to protect you. It's supposed to notice danger before you consciously understand it. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Your brain ignores red flags constantly. Not because you're stupid, not because you're weak, because evolution built your mind to prioritize connection over caution. And in the modern world, that wiring backfires more often than you'd think. Let's go through the red flags your brain is quietly explaining away right now without your permission. Number 1, love bombing. Someone showers you with intense affection, constant messages, grand gestures within days of meeting you. Your brain doesn't read this as excessive, it reads it as exciting. Dopamine floods your system the same way it does during the early stages of any romantic attraction, and your brain interprets that flood as proof this connection is special. Psychologists studying manipulative relationship patterns have found that intensity and speed are often mistaken for authenticity. The truth is, sustainable connection builds slowly. Anything that feels like it's moving at lightning speed is worth a second look, not a full surrender. Number 2, inconsistency. Someone is warm one day, cold the next, attentive, then distant. Your brain doesn't file this as a warning sign. It files it as a puzzle to solve. Behavioral scientists point to something similar to the variable reward patterns found in gambling. Unpredictable affection keeps your brain more engaged than steady. Reliable affection does because your mind treats the uncertainty as something worth chasing. You end up working harder for approval that should have been freely given in the first place. Number 3, isolation disguised as closeness. A partner or friend who says things like, "I just want it to be us," or subtly discourages time with your other relationships. Your brain often reads this as devotion. In reality, isolating language is one of the most consistent patterns researchers find in controlling relationships. The fewer outside perspectives you have, the harder it becomes to notice when something feels wrong. And that is often the entire point. Number 4, jealousy mistaken for passion. Someone gets upset when you talk to other people, checks your phone, or questions where you've been. Culturally, we've been taught for decades that jealousy equals love. Your brain has absorbed that message from movies, songs, and stories long before you ever experienced it yourself. But jealousy is not a measure of affection. It's a measure of control. Confusing the two is one of the most common blind spots your brain carries into adult relationships. Number 5, the silent treatment. Someone shuts down completely instead of communicating, and you find yourself scrambling to fix things even when you're not sure what you did wrong. Your brain interprets this withdrawal as a threat to the relationship bond, triggering an anxious response that pushes you to over-apologize or over-explain. Therapists refer to this dynamic as a form of emotional punishment, but because it doesn't involve yelling or explicit conflict, your brain often fails to register it as harmful. Number 6, excessive flattery early on. Being told you are the most incredible person someone has ever met within the first few conversations. It feels wonderful, so your brain doesn't question it, but idealization this early usually isn't about you specifically. It's a pattern, and patterns repeat. When someone puts you on a pedestal instantly, it often means they'll take you off of it just as fast when reality sets in. Why does your brain let all of this slide? Because human brains are wired for social bonding above almost everything else. For most of human history, isolation from the group meant real physical danger, so your mind developed strong pressure to preserve connections, even flawed ones, rather than risk losing them. That ancient wiring doesn't know the difference between a life-threatening tribe separation and a modern relationship that simply isn't good for you. It just knows connection feels safer than disconnection, so it quietly minimizes anything that threatens the bond. There's also a simpler explanation. Hope is a powerful filter. Once you like someone, your brain actively searches for reasons to justify staying. A biased psychologists call motivated reasoning. You're not being naive when you explain away a red flag. You're running an ancient, deeply human program that values belonging over self-protection. Knowing this doesn't mean you'll never miss a red flag again, but it does mean you can start asking a different question. Not, is this a big deal? But, would I tell my best friend to ignore this if it happened to them? That single shift in perspective cuts through most of the justifications your brain quietly builds in real time.